Hey folks, welcome to our beginner workout for today. So today we're going to be doing an upper, lower, and core workout. So 3 exercises in a group, 30 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. We'll go through 3 rounds of each of those exercises. So yeah, it'll be a good one today. So as always, as we're going through, go at your own pace. So make sure you're getting the best workout for you. Speed up as you need to, slow down as you need to. While we're going through, make sure you're keeping that technique spot on. So good technique, so we get the most out of the exercises. So you're gonna adjust your pace accordingly, right? And then last thing, as always, as we're doing this great thing for our body, getting a good workout, improving our health, improving our fitness, make sure we're having fun with it as we're going through, okay? So get a good workout and let's have some fun. So yeah, let's get started. We'll pop down on the ground. We're gonna start with mobilizing the hips. So get the front leg or left leg into a triangle there. Pull the back leg in behind. Hands on either side of the knee, nice and tall. We're gonna hinge forward from our hips. So keeping the spine long. You can play with the angle, so you can move your chest in towards your feet a little, and it's all about getting that stretch through the glutes right now. So see kind of where you get that best stretch back there, and then you can kind of hang out, sink into that a little bit more, but just working to mobilize those hips after maybe sitting a lot throughout the day. So we're going to pop back up. We're going to walk our hands away from our feet now. So I'm looking over my left shoulder. I'm going to get a big stretch through the front of my right hip here, looking over that left shoulder, lengthening everything. Just get that gentle stretch through there. Good, and then we're going to come back to the middle. We're going to switch sides now. So it's going to be the right knee that's kind of in that triangle position, pointing forward. Left leg's pulled in behind, hands on either side of the knee, nice and tall as we hinge forward. Getting the stretch through the right glute now. And play with the angle, see where you feel that best stretch. Good, so we're going to come up. We're going to walk those hands away now. We're looking over the right shoulder, getting the stretch through the front of that left hip. Awesome. So from there, we're going to pop up, okay, and we're going to tie in the upper body. So we're going to reach the right hand back, and then we're going to bring that right elbow towards the left knee. Reach, elbow to knee. Reach, elbow to knee. Feel that chest open up. Everything kind of stretches out through here. And we'll hit the other side. So reaching the left hand back, elbow comes across the knee. 2, and 5. Good. Okay, so we're going to step forward. We're loading the front leg. So we're going to lunge, and then I'm going to rotate to that same side. So it gets the balance going, gets the legs loaded, gets the trunk moving. One more. Okay, we're going to hit the other side now. So stepping forward, turn, drive up. 2 more. Ooh, almost lost balance there. And rotate. Awesome. All right, so we're all warmed up, ready to go. So our group 1 of exercise, we're going to do a push-up. We're going to do lateral walk. So we're in a little lateral or a little crouch, and we're laterally walking back and forth. And then a low plank tap out. So we'll just be on the plank on our forearms, tapping our feet out to the side, okay? So let's get ready. So we'll get down into our low plank, into our push-up. So again, you can do it off the knees if you want, so you can do that modified push-up, or we can do it off the toes, okay? Core is nice and tight, nice full range of motion as we're going through it. Again, go at your pace, focusing on that good form as we go through. All right. So we're going to get up because we're getting ready for the lateral walk. So we're just getting a little bit of a crouch, load the legs a little, and then we're walking side to side, okay? So just getting that lateral movement in, getting the legs loaded as we go back and forth. Good, keep yourself moving. So you go, if you want a little more challenge, you could go a little lower. If it's feeling a little bit too much, you can just come up a little more, right? Do what's right for you. All right, and then low plank tap out. So we're gonna get down on the ground, plank on our forearms, and then we're just gonna lift one foot, tap it out to the side. Core stays tight. Shouldn't feel it in your low back at all. That's nice. Okay, so we have a little rest, and then we're getting ready for our push-up again here. Okay, here we go. Remember, focusing on that form. Keep core tight. All right. So we're gonna get back up. We're getting ready for those lateral walks. Remember, a little crouch, you can load the legs, and then just stepping out to the side. Make sure you're nice and flat on the feet as you're moving, so that weight's evenly distributed throughout the foot. Okay. Then we're getting ready for our low plank. Good, keep that core tight. All right. 2 rounds down, 1 left to go. A little breather, and then we'll be into our push-up again. Okay, here we go. Modified. Okay. Those definitely building up, but we're getting ready for our lateral walks again here. So a little crouch, loading the legs. And here we go, keeping ourselves moving. Side to side, that little lateral walk. Almost there. And time. Okay, so one more. We got the low planks coming up next. Good, keep that tension in your core. 10 seconds left. And time. So we're resting. Good work, good work. So grab a drink if you need. Catching our breath. Okay. So in group 2, we're going to do a scapular push-up. So it's pretty much in the push-up position, but we're not really bending the arms. We're pushing our shoulders forward, so our scapula, we're letting it slide forward, and then we're letting it come back, okay? So not a lot of movement through the arms, the elbow's not bending, but it's that scapular movement, okay? Creates a lot of good stability through our scapula. Just like a push-up, we can do it modified off the knees or off our feet, so whatever is right for you, okay? Could even do them off a wall if you needed to. Sumo deadlift, so nice wide stance on our deadlift. We're hinging from the hips, torso's going forward, and then bent knee rotation, just lying on our backs, and we're dropping the knees off side to side. So let's get on the ground. We'll get ready for those scapular push-ups. So here we go. So you're just pushing the shoulders forward, and then letting them come back. Push. Come back. Okay, so it's just that little movement through our scapula. Keep your core tight. Don't let your hips drop. Just that little movement through the scap. And like I said, if you need, you go down on the knees for the modified version. Okay, so done that. Sumo deadlift, so get up. Again, it's a nice wide stance, okay? We're gonna open the knees, we're gonna hinge forward, okay? So it's like you're hinging forward from the hips. So show side view, nice wide stance, open the knees, hinging. So back stays flat, like a nice neutral back, but your torso is going forward, okay? As your hips go back a little. So you'll feel a little bit in the hamstrings, a little stretch through the groin maybe. And it's that bending motion where your back stays in a nice neutral position, so very protective for the back. So now we're on our back. We're gonna do the bent knee rotation, so the knees come up, and we're just dropping them. So the core is engaging to pull us back up. The core is engaging to control us down. You also get a little stretch with this one through the low back, as well as that core engagement. Nice smooth movement, whatever's comfortable for you. The legs don't have to touch the ground. You can just drop them a little, and if that's kind of where you feel the stretch, or as far as you can go, then that's what you do, right? It's all within your own range of motion. Okay, so we're getting ready for those scapular push-ups. And time. Okay, so we're getting ready for those sumo deadlifts again. So back on the feet, nice wide stance, toes are turned out, open the knees, hinging down. Again, focus on keeping the back nice and neutral, right? We want to get used to that lifting with our back in a good position, not rounded through the spine. And if we can't go all the way to the ground, if we can only go to here, no problem. That's where you go for now. Keep working on your mobility, get those hips moving a little bit more, and we'll be able to get lower and lower over time. Okay, so we're on the back now. Get ready for those bent knee rotations. Come up. Good, nice and controlled with this. You may feel one side's a little more restricted than the other. I'm definitely feeling that when I drop my knees to the right here, a little tighter on that left side. Rest. Okay, getting ready for the scapular push-ups. pushing the hands into the ground, shoulders slide forward, then we let them slide back together again. All right. So getting ready for those sumo deadlifts again. So nice wide stance. Open the knees and hinge. Ten seconds. That movement. Nice neutral spine. All right. And then we're on the back for the bent knee rotation. So last one of those. As you're moving, if you can, you try and keep those shoulders down as best you can. And that's what I said, you just go through whatever range you kind of comfortably can. And time. Awesome, so group 2's done. Again, we can grab a drink, grab a breather. Get ready for group 3 and 4. Okay, good work so far. So for group 3, we're going to do a reach, roll, and lift. So we're going to reach the hand out, roll it up, lift towards the ceiling. We'll be down on all fours when we do that. Then we'll flip over. We're going to do a glute bridge march. So our hips are going to go up into that hip extension. And then we're just going to switch feet, which are marching. And then we'll do a low plank arm reach. So be in a low plank and we'll be reaching our arm out. So it gets a little bit of that rotary core stability happening there. All right. So let's get on our hands and knees, and we're getting ready for our reach, roll, and lift. So I'm going to reach my hand out, roll the palm up, and then just lift. Okay? And then I'm just going to kind of keep going through that movement. Head stays neutral. I'll tell you when to switch sides. So this one's really good for the back of the shoulder blade. Okay, so that's great. We're hitting the other side. Reach, roll, lift. Again, just lift in whatever range is comfortable for you. And time. Okay, so glute bridge marches, so we're going to flip over, get on our back. Okay, feet are towards the bum. Extend the hips up, and then it's out, and then the other side. So that's our marching. Keep the hips up in extension. Core's tight, should feel the hamstrings, glutes. Shouldn't really feel anything in your low back with this one. Good, keeping the legs moving. Nice and controlled. Don't let the hips drop or anything. When you lift one leg, they should stay nice and level. And time. Okay, so low plank arm reach. So we're going to get in that low plank position. And then, like I said, we're just going to reach the arm out, then the other one. So I'm going to reach, core stays engaged. Reach, core stays engaged. Okay? Again, make sure your abs stay engaged. Shouldn't feel anything in the low back. You reach whatever feels comfortable for you, distance-wise. And time. Okay, so we're getting ready for our reach, roll, and lift. Okay, on in all fours, reach, roll, lift. Just nice and smooth. Okay, we're going to hit the other side. Reach, roll, lift. And time.
Rest.
Okay, so glute bridge marches. We're getting on our back. Push feet in the ground, extend the hips, and then we're just marching one side then the other. Nice and controlled. Always make sure you're stable, so you're set, so those hips don't drop before you lift the other foot. Nice, feeling the hamstrings, back of the legs, the glutes. Bedtime.
Rest.
Okay, getting ready for our low plank reach now. Low plank arm reach. Here we go. Core's tight. Get set between each one. Take as much time as you need. And time. Okay, good work, good work. So we're getting ready for our last round. Reach, roll, and lift's going to be what we start with. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Reach, roll, lift. Good, you're going to feel that shoulder blade working. Back of the shoulder. Okay, we're hitting the other side. Reach, roll, lift. Again, whatever range is comfortable for you. And time. Okay, glute bridge marches we're getting ready for here. Extend the hips, one leg and the other. You got this. Keep that up. Time. All right, then we got our low plank with the arm reach to finish here. Finish this group. Okay, core's tight. Again, go at your pace with these. Fatigue starting to build up, so if you need a little longer in between each rest or each reach, if you need to just do the plank itself, if you need to drop down, give the core a little break, do what's right for you. Challenge yourself, but do what's right for you. Your workout. You get what you put into it. And time. Woo. Okay. So grab a drink if you need. Little chance to catch our breath. And then we'll get into group 4. Okay, so group 4, we got bent knee dips. So you can use a couch, chair, stairs, whatever it may be, or you can just do them off the ground, okay? So I have the ottoman, I'll show it off that, and then I'll probably also do them off the ground. Reverse lunge, so just stepping back, feeling that weight on the front leg. We can alternate with that one, and then reverse crunches will be on our back, lifting the legs up, right? So I'll get this in place. So like I said, I'll show it on the ottoman, and then I'll probably do it mostly on the ground. Okay, so let's get set. So if you have the stairs, chair, whatever it may be, we can do the bent knee dips on that. So we get the arms on, we control down, driving up. And like I said, it can also be done on the floor if you don't have stairs, couch, or chair handy. Feel that tension in your triceps, nice control. Shoulders are staying pretty stable. You go whatever range feels comfortable for you, okay? Go slow with it. So you're always in control. Okay, so reverse lunge is our next one. So we're gonna get set, stepping back, weight lowers on that front leg. So weight's on my front leg, I drive back up through my front leg, okay? So we're just alternating back and forth. Knees tracking nice and straight, in line with the toes. We don't want it collapsing in on us, right? So focus on that control. And then that foot's nice and flat, the front foot, even weight from the front of the foot to the heel, okay? So the whole foot's working for us. And time. Okay, so we're gonna get on the back, reverse crunch. So we're dropping the legs out and then we're lifting the legs up. So a lot of focus on the lower abs here. The legs are up, I can drop them down. The further out I drop them, the harder it is, okay? So if I want it easier, I'll drop them a little bit closer. Okay, so you do what's right for you. Keep the tension in the core as you're going down. You don't want to feel your low back at all. You don't want your ribs to flare. You don't want your back to arch. You want to keep your abs engaged where there's that connection from your ribs to your hips throughout that movement. Okay, so I gotta get up now. So bent knee dips, I'm gonna show it off the, it's a smaller range of motion, but still hits a lot of tricep because you kind of lock it out. You put those shoulder blades down away from your ears. So you can really feel it focus mostly on your triceps here. So it's a nice little change. I like to hold it there, like for a second or two at the top too, to get that extra emphasis on the triceps, also on the scapular retractors and depressors, so those muscles that kind of pull your shoulder blades down away from your ears. So I'll show the reverse lunge from the side. So you'll see I have kind of a little bit of a forward lean when I go down, just to keep a little bit more weight on that front leg. If I were to go perfectly upright, it put too much weight on the back leg, which we don't really want. It's particularly focusing on that front leg. So a really good exercise, you know, lunge essentially. If you're doing anything on the ground, you need to be able to a lunge to get up, otherwise you're pulling yourself up with something. So lunge is a great one to work on, and reverse lunge is a good one for that. Okay, so we're doing our reverse crunch, core stays tight. Again, with this, pace yourself. If you need to slow down, if you feel like your back's almost starting to arch, or you're getting a bit of discomfort in the low back, just take a rest or slow right down so that you can keep that core engaged and don't put your back at risk. Time. Okay. Bent knee dips again. Okay, remember, feel those shoulder blades away from your ears when you push up to the top. A lot of tricep work in there as well. Nice and tall. You may feel a little stretch through the front of the chest and shoulder. And time. Okay, we're back up. We're getting into that reverse lunge. So nice and solid on the feet. Step back, control, drive through that front leg. Pushing through that whole front foot, drive yourself back up to the top. All right, so we're into our reverse crunch. Last one. pushing. And time. Awesome. So that's group 4 done. Good work. Catch your breath a little bit, and then we're going to cool it down and stretch it out before we're done for today. So the hard stuff's done. Now we kind of get to restore our body here. So grab onto something, a wall, chair, grab your foot, pull your heel towards your bum, push the hip forward, core is tight, nice stretch to our quad, front of the hip. Really good if we've been sitting a lot. Really good in general. Nice and tall, we're breathing. Awesome, we'll hit the other side. Grabbing on, grab the foot, push the hip forward. Okay, so now we're going to put our hand on the wall, turn it away from it. Nice big stretch through the front of the chest, okay? So my left hand's on the wall, I'm turning to my right. I'm getting that stretch through front of my left chest, front of my left shoulder, even into my bicep there. Breathing as I'm going through the stretch. The breath, big deep breaths help with us kind of relaxing and help us get a little bit better stretch. Also help us recover, right? Good, so I'm going to hit the right side down. Hand goes on the wall, turning away. All right, and then we do a little lat stretch. We're going to reach up. I'm going to grab my right hand or right wrist with my left hand. I'm going to lean over to the left, give it a little pull. I'm feeling the stretch all down side, pretty much from my armpit down to my hip. Hitting my lat there, that lateral line of the body. We'll drop down in front. I'm going to hit the other side now, so I'm going to grab the left wrist, leaning over. Drop down in front. And that's it. So you did it. Awesome. Good work today. Upper lower core workout done. Did some great stuff for our fitness and our bodies. So give yourself a pat on the back. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And then hopefully we see you back again soon. So take care now. Bye.